Three, two, and welcome everybody to the Sports Mac podcast. This is Wayne, and I got an assorted crew of folks with the podcast tonight. Let's start. Let's do the roll call. Who we got on the podcast for tonight?
You got Will from West Philly, a.k.a. Black Dastardly, the Dallas Cowboy for life fan.
Wow. And you got Danimal from Philly, representing the Eagles all the way. We just we're going down with the ship is what it is. That's what we do.
Yeah, you got Willie Rivera out of Chesapeake, Virginia, representing New York.
And you got the Podfather in his car doing it.
And again, if you want to listen to this podcast, we're not only going to be on YouTube, but we're also going to be on Podomatic.com under Sports Mac, as well as iTunes and Stitcher under Sports Mac. So, guys, let's get started. It's been a rough week for Eagles fans, man. I think Eagles fans have been on suicide hotline all week, and me. I'm not a fan of Chip Kelly, so that just gives me more ammunition to talk about how I think Chip Kelly is a trash, and he's going to leave us, and it's going to be the island of misfit toys by the time he's finished with us, because he's only built this team for players that he could coach, and I don't feel him. I just don't feel good vibes with him or the outcome, and we've been through this so long, we kind of know how this story is going to end. And you lost to the Cowboys at home, man. You lost to the Cowboys at home again for the third straight year. Come on.
It was disappointing. It was disappointing. And let me tell you, man, there was no one that was more stunned than me because I did not see that coming in the least. I think the Cowboys were fortunate to beat the Giants, okay? Then they come in to Philly on our home opener. They looked like they were ready to be beaten. Our defense was stepping up, was holding them from getting into the end zone, and it looked like we couldn't connect at all. So that was a complete dud. But I'm not necessarily going to be on the optimistic side, but I will say there's no way in the world that this team can be this inept throughout the entire season. So I'm giving us poor play in about a half of football against Atlanta. We look horrible against the Jets. But right now, pride, and more importantly than pride, ego is stepping in. And Chip Kelly is a lot of things, but he's got an ego bigger than the Link and bigger than MetLife. And ain't no way in the world are they going to go up to MetLife Stadium and get beaten by the Jets. Number one, the Jets have a good defense, but they are not as good as their record indicates, okay? They're playing above their heads. Fitzpatrick is weak. I think we go up there. I think we win in a close game. I'm calling it 26-22. Eagles is going to be a tough season. I think we finish strong towards the end, but we finish with maybe 9-7.
You went from 12-4 to 9-7 in a week.
Well, I believe the 9-7 there will. But let me say something real quick. The Cowboys, when you think about it, the Eagles went in, Murray and Bradford. They really didn't play that much during the preseason, which all that don't play your starters during the preseason stuff. Screw that. The Cowboys came in, most of them are vets, right? You got, Romo and all his weapons are veterans. You got the week before that, you had Atlanta, Ryan, White, Jones, and some of that O-line, some of the D-line. They're veterans. There's a reason why they're there and they're playing. And when you clash that against all the new pieces that Kelly put in, I mean, he's the third year in himself. But when you have the pieces that haven't gelled, they really didn't play. They might have played a combined 4 quarters for the whole preseason, and like they were supposed to come out there with the magic stick and let it rip on Atlanta. They kind of should have Atlanta, you know. They would run around like Keystone Cops first half, then they got into a rhythm, and we thought that rhythm was going to continue with Dallas. But Dallas is a veteran team, and they treated us like a veteran team, and we're trying to get our new shit together. But look, I mean, they were only ahead by like a field goal or two for most of the game, so we were in it. And then, you know, however they were scheming for Bradford, I mean, did I think he played that terrible? I think I put something up about the receivers, like not catching the balls or tipping the balls into the air so they can be picked off. I'm just saying that, it's a mash together. But look at the Jets now. The Jets are playing good, but guess what? They're not Dallas. They're not even the Atlanta. So.
Well, all right, let me interject here, man. Before you get carried away, the Jets' defense is better than both of those two teams that they previously played. And the Eagles' problem right now is, again, they have no one to stretch the field. DeMarco Murray still doesn't have the blocking up front that he needs to run in between the tackles. You are more and more going to what's your little quick back that you got from New Orleans? What's his name?
Sproles.
Yeah, Sproles is your option because everything's got to go outside because you don't have the ability to run in between the tackles. In 2 games now, how many yards rushing is that? He's less than 20 yards rushing combined for 2 games in between the tackles. Yeah. So until you fix that problem, until you create a situation where the defense can't stack 8 or 9 in the box to stop the run, until you get a receiver, which you had, and you let go twice, that can stretch the field, you are going to have this every week. I can tell you right now, looking at the Eagles schedule, they're going to take an L against the Jets. Okay?
They might.
The following week, the week after, week 4, they have Washington and New Orleans. They should win both those games. They should be looking at 2 and 3 going into New York week 6.
We know. Well, listen, I got 3 points real quick. I can't believe in this first point I'm going to say this. Going back to Sunday, Jason Garrett literally outcoached Chip Kelly. Jason Garrett actually has a young team. They've just been a couple of years most of the time. What happened was...
Where are you?
Yo, Will, you win the win.
Wait a minute. What happened was Sunday, that's usually a time in those types of games where the Cowboys fall apart and they panic. And it's basically because of Jason Garrett's play calling. Jason Garrett stuck to the play calling and stuck to the plan. Chip Kelly looked like he was confused. He had the Andy Reid look multiple times on the sideline. They showed the camera. They put the camera on him. Number 2, Sam Bradford hasn't played football in 2 years. He still looks skittish. He's probably still at least 2 or 3 games away from feeling comfortable playing. Third, and the most important point, in football, the least position that you can afford to just plug and play is the offensive line.
Yeah.
It's like in college because he got better athletes. He has better athletes in college. Sometimes it doesn't matter. So he may have had guys who weren't that good, but they were better than the guys on the other team as his guards. These guys can't get out and pull. When they try to pull, the Cowboys just shot gaps. That's why Kelsey looks so bad because Kelsey's trying to pull and then he sees something else. So they're in the game. They try to run a stretch play. They're being pushed back. They're not dislodging their guy or the tackles and pushing them back so that they can create a lane. They're getting pushed back into the lane. So from that philosophical scheme standpoint, the Eagles are flawed because they don't have the personnel to do that. At this point, I'm looking at these guys on the offensive line. They probably need to run a more traditional offense where these guys are just going forward most of the time instead of go from side to side. They can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I was real concerned about them letting go Harriman and Evan Mathis the way they did. Evan Mathis had another year left. Yeah, he was a disgruntled player, and he thought he deserved more money. But you know what? He was under contract, and he wasn't going to hold out. He was going to come in and play. Harriman's, of course, he was hurt a little bit last year, and he was older, but he was stable. And compared to what you have now, and he's been 2 years in the system as a starter. But then Chip never even tried to replace these guys. He thought he could fill in the gaps with Barber and these other guys. And I mean, there were plays that I saw on Sunday where they was trying to run the read option, and by the time he put the ball in Marco's gut, the damn defensive lineman was back there waiting for the ball too.
Yeah.
It was like, who you gonna get the ball to? The running back or the defensive lineman?
Yeah.
And then another concern is that you knew that that what's the quarterback name? That's how bad I forget about these guys.
Who, Bradford?
Bradford. You knew Bradford doesn't have the mobility. Why are you running a read option play? Nobody's getting faked out by that. Unless you're going to do a play action and throw the ball, nobody's getting fooled by that.
And they're running out of the shotgun.
Right. On 3rd and 1, when you do have horses to run, all you need to do is push the damn line a yard. But yet you want to run a read option.
Both games I saw, their line was outplayed.
Yeah.
In every aspect.
Okay.
Every aspect.
And they have to do something, and it has to change quick because we haven't been 0-3 since Chip Kelly's first year.
Well, get ready because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And if it does, it's going to be, you think it's suicide hotline last week, it's going to be much worse.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem. Here's the sequence of events. Y'all are going to go 0-3. You're going to win the games against Washington and New Orleans, and everybody's going to be feeling all warm and fuzzy. But then y'all come into Giants Stadium, and y'all sleep if you want to. Everybody keeps talking about everything on the Giants except their defense. Their defense is solid. And I'm telling you, going into Week 6, everybody's going to be all high because you're going to be coming off back-to-back wins after your 0-3 start. I'm just telling you how it's going to play out. You're going to come into Giants Stadium and you're going to get manhandled.
Well,
I'm telling that right now.
That's the typical Eagles fan. The typical Eagles fan, they're emotional. I've been on Facebook, and all the Eagles fan pages, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, and shout out the Philadelphia Eagles only, because that's the only Eagles fan page that I respect right now, outside of my Fire Chip Kelly page. But if you go into these other Eagles sites, everybody's having their badge of honor. They're getting caught up in their emotions, and they have to validate themselves how long they've been an Eagles fan. And it's like, dude, we haven't won in 1960. You could be a fan since 1961. You've never experienced a championship. Who cares how long you've been a fan? This franchise sucks.
Wayne, can I say something real quick? Wayne, I want to interject. I work with a guy who coaches football at Central, and we had the biggest debate in the lunchroom the other day, and he contends those championships before 1960, he counts those as championships. So nobody.
They were championships.
But they're not Super Bowls.
But he says in the context of Super Bowls, they were Super Bowls. I said,
It's just a changing of the marketing. That's the Super Bowl's a marketing thing.
I'm like, you don't have
championships.
3 championships. They're championships and they're Super Bowls. You don't have any Super Bowls. He says he has. I ask you guys, does he have 3 Super Bowls?
No.
It's not called a
championship. What are Super Bowls, though? What are Super Bowls? Super Bowls are championships.
Super Bowls are championships decided against the conference winner of 2 different conferences.
Yeah.
You know, the Super Bowl was, you know how the Super Bowl came about, joining the AFL and the NFL.
I know that.
But prior to that, it was. But when those championships were being played, there were probably only 12 teams in the entire league. So, you know, you gotta everything's got to be measured with common sense.
So then the Celtics, they ain't win shit because they got 11 championships and they're like 8 or 10 teams. So all the championships the Celtics won don't mean shit.
What about parades?
You mixing basketball and football. We're talking about a different thing.
I'm talking championship. I'm talking championships. How many teams were in the league when the Celtics were winning?
Look. Are you on some basketball? We're talking football, man. Wake up.
I know, but what I'm saying
Wake
is,
your ass up. There's 2. You mixing apples and oranges.
No, I'm not.
So let me interject a little bit. So Cleveland's the Cleveland Brown, Jim Brown, I guess it was, when they won the championship. That don't mean nothing.
No,
that's a championship team. Okay, but it was. Look, we're talking the modern era. There were teams that were winning championships in the NFL, when motherfuckers was wearing leather helmets. Okay? This shit is not the same as the fucking modern era. This is what I'm talking about. Those championships are from an era past. The game has evolved. We have a NFL Super Bowl championship now because of the merging of two leagues.
Well, the money grabbers, the money grabbers got involved and created the AFL, whatever. But it was still, other than the leather helmets, it was basically the same when Namath and I'm just saying it was the same when Namath
well, I'll tell you this: without Namath winning that Super Bowl with the Jets, there is no NFL as it sits right now.
Applaud that, man.
There'd have been no Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you know what though, man? I don't care when we won it back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. I have never experienced it.
Okay.
Fair enough. But the history of the franchise is they have one championship.
Well, good for them, but we never felt
the championship in this town is Al Junior's.
We've been on the moon.
No one wants a football championship.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're debating this shit. It's fucking ridiculous.
I can't
You know what I'm saying?
We've been on the moon. Nobody here can prove it. Because if it's before, well, I can't prove it because if it's before I was born. I don't know how it feels to win a Super Bowl.
And that's a fair assessment.
I've lost a brother and a sister in the last 3 years who've never experienced it. There are people who are dying who will never see their team win a Super Bowl, and we're not going to do it with Chip. I just don't think we're going to do it with Chip. Chip will win a national title with Penn State before he'll win a Super Bowl for us.
See, I think Kelly always speaks to Chip's ego and his pride. It is the problem. It's not pride or ego with Chip. It's arrogance, and that's at the end. At the end of the day, that's exactly what's going to sink him.
That may be true. But right now, I'm banking on the fact that he is going to be motivated. And that motivation is going to transfer and trickle down to everybody. And
Brother,
I think those dudes are going to be sweating.
This is not high school football. You come motivated day one.
Oh, I know.
They should have been motivated the first 2 weeks. What happened then?
Hey, look.
See, if they were not motivated the first 2 weeks, then that speaks to his leadership. That speaks to his preparation. That, again, speaks to his arrogance because he thought he could do more with less. He thought he could do more with letting guys like McCoy go, Deshaun Jackson go.
Right,
all these players go. Look at the talent, man. I keep going back to this. Look at the talent that you lost on offense, the ability to stretch. You lost Macklin. You lost Jackson. You have no receivers. You got a rookie that you're counting to extend and stretch the field, and his hands are garbage.
No, his hands aren't garbage.
That's a running style for this line.
There were a significant amount of changes in the off season. I mean that goes without saying, and there's going to be a lot of adjustment.
And
but why? But again, why? Why were all those changes in place after the season that you had, the last 2 seasons?
Because they're black.
You had 2 10+ win seasons.
Hey,
how do you revamp? How do you get the team to start over?
Hey, Willie, that's been discussed ad nauseum. At this point,
I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand where you keep seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and don't recognize that it's a train. I'm trying to understand why you think it's a way out. That's a train coming.
Nah, because if I'm continuing your way of thinking, my point is they've made a significant number of changes, and it's going to take them longer than a preseason, longer than 2 games in this season to really come together. So I'm thinking by the end of this season, I think you're going to see a good team. I think you'll see a better team.
I think we're going to see what we've seen.
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think so. Because I'm not confident that the other teams in the division are in any better shape. Dallas is falling apart. Wheels are falling off them. Washington ain't shit. And the Giants ain't doing nothing. Come on.
Man, you're a hater. This division right now is prime for the picking for the Giants right now, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
We're the only team that's healthy, that has any semblance of a defense, and an offense that's functional. With a back, receivers that can stretch the field. We still don't have Cruz back. When Cruz gets back, there's a problem.
Ain't nobody afraid of Cruz.
That's what you say. till he's saucing his ass off, doing a lambada in the end zone.
He ain't doing shit this season. He may not even be able to get on the field.
Well, let's talk about the Giants. I mean, Redskins are trash, so they're not even worth mentioning. But you guys should have been 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
Y'all keep
very easily.
You keep y'all like the S.D. Jones of football, man. Y'all had the victory and then run into the turnbuckle, bump your head, and get pinned.
Yeah. There was some brain farts, man. I can't deny it.
And look who they were against, though. Look who they were against. Dallas and
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Atlanta's going to be the NFC East champs, the way they're going.
No. Their bubble's going to get busted. You take a look at their schedule. They bubble's going to burst soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? I can be honest with you. I hate Atlanta more than I hate Dallas. But I'm hoping. I don't want to see. If it can be a tie and they both can blow up and go someplace, I'd be satisfied with that. But I think Atlanta's going to beat Dallas.
I need them to beat Dallas.
Yeah.
I don't acknowledge Atlanta Falcons. I don't acknowledge sports in Atlanta other than college football.
I'm going to tell you something. There's only like one cat I know that holds Atlanta down. My man Nico.
Oh,
that dude,
the meme.
He holds them down.
Yeah.
But that cat that he just, you notice these pictures. There's a couple of pictures I've been dropping pretty regular just to see if anybody's noticing.
The Cowboys.
The dude that's the dude that's dressed up like R. Kelly with the mask and shit.
Yeah.
That's the new dude on the page. He's an Atlanta fan. The shit I showed, the brother with the Mexican wrestler mask on.
Yeah.
That's him too. I got the pictures off his page.
Who is he?
Zorro?
I can't remember his fucking name, man.
Is he like El Olympico or something?
Yo, I'm telling you.
Zorro?
I gotta find
Is he a
his
wrestler?
name.
Is it the dude with Z on his head?
Yeah. That's him.
He's
That
Racer
was
X.
Zach Burwell, like at a costume party or something.
Yeah. No. That's not Zach. That's That's the new guy, man. The new guy that we got that just got on. That's the Atlanta Falcons fan.
What's his name?
God dang. Hold on.
Well,
He don't come on there. He don't say nothing.
Let's not put him on blast on the podcast.
Why don't you cut in the way you put everybody else?
Get his ass.
He just
You gonna have a surprise for him in the morning.
Hold on, I got his ass. Hold on, let me get his fucking. Let me find his fucking name.
So hold on, while Willie's looking for that dude's name, let's talk about the Cowboys. Who's y'all starting quarterback, Billy?
Brandon Whedon. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like him. I'd rather have Castle. I hope that Castle can, at some point, the next couple of weeks, learn the offense and he can get in. It's not because Castle is great. I just think that Castle will make better decisions and he won't be as skittish as Whedon. Whedon's very serious. I think they'll have to have some type of respect for Castle. Not having Des Bryant does hurt, but what I'm impressed by is I'm watching his team, it's not a really young team, but it's a relatively young team. But it seems like Jason Garrett has matured as a coach because some way he's found a way to get this team to win 2 games they should have won.
But is it Jason Garrett or is it the fact that he has established offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator who's holding it down?
I think it's
calling the plays.
I think he has the right pieces on the coaching staff in place. And I didn't know anything about him. I'm not gonna say I didn't know anything about him, but I really wasn't, looking for Marinelli to do what he's done with what he has. We still haven't had Hardy play. Randy Gregory's out. Who else is we lost Scandrick. We have guys out that haven't played yet, which is going to make us better. But I just think offensively, Jason Garrett is not throwing the game away with his play calling. If we can't get a first down, he's not calling risky stuff. And then conversely, Romo isn't going into a lot of risky stuff. I always said the only problem with this offense that he has is when they throw the ball 40-plus times, something bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'd say something's bad's going to happen. Just look around the league. It just so happens that when you're Tony Romo and you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys and something bad happens, it just happened. You're just an asshole.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. But in a lot of those cases, like I said before, he was bringing the team back and gave him a chance to win. A lot of times, the defense failed him in a lot of those games. It wasn't him.
Right.
You may have like 3 games where he threw it away and 7 games where the defense lost the game. You know,
Hey.
so I think the team itself is a better team. I can't tell you what we're going to do Sunday. I just hope that we can at least stay around 500 until Romo comes back.
And this game's in Atlanta, right?
And the game's in Atlanta.
Hey, listen.
I think Ant's going down. I think Ant's down there for that game.
Oh
Ain't nobody
boy.
going.
Oh, boy.
Right.
Check it out. Check it
I
out.
know because
Oh
he ain't
boy.
going to Dallas. I know that.
Oh boy is Charles Charles's man.
Oh yeah.
his
What's
name
his
is-
name? Tim something.
Sewell.
Tim Sewell,
Tim Sewell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's
introduced
him.
him earlier in the week.
Yeah.
He want to get on.
The what?
Bobby's trying to get on.
I'm trying to get. Send him an invite. He got
Yeah,
an
he
invite.
said Wayne invited me again.
Yeah, he said do it again.
I'm not allowed to join.
That's right. Shut him down.
I know we're 2-0.
That's why he's not invited.
Wish you Philly Cats could play in the sandbox. Okay. All right. So he's trying to get in.
All right, so do we want to talk about the Redskins?
No.
Nah.
Nah. All right, fuck them.
That's
All right.
Yes. Yes, damn it. Because it's starting to look like it's an issue of race. I'm sorry to say. Robert Griffin III was brought into Washington. They put in a college offense, which got him hurt. When they should have taken him out and saved him, they put him back in there. It tore his leg. He hasn't really, he's been skittish. He's had different coordinators. Then you bring in a guy who doesn't even really want him, but says he's going to work with him. Then he does what he does. I'm not saying he's great. I know he has some issues, but I'm watching this bum-ass Kirk Cousins week in and week out, and then you criticize him not.
No, but they say what you want, okay? But RG3 can't read defenses. And
come
Kirk
on.
Cousins, listen, Kirk Cousins is not Peyton Manning, but he ain't RG3 either. That's all I'm going to say.
How come he read defenses his first year, but he can't read them now?
He didn't read them. They had their offense dumbed all the way down.
He's got 37 interceptions last 3 years.
Damn.
Wow.
57. Multiple games of he has multiple games of multiple interceptions. And the Redskins always lose when he has multiple interceptions. RG3 couldn't have done any worse on Sunday. Couldn't have.
I tell you what, that thinking right there is exactly what's going to fucking sucker somebody into giving up some draft picks to get a hold of RG3, and they're going to be mad as a motherfucker when they find out that his football IQ is poor.
It's going to be Chip Kelly.
Willie,
Chip Kelly next year.
what kind of draft picks are they giving up?
Yeah, they ain't giving up nothing.
Yeah, Kelly ain't gonna give up. Kelly ain't giving up much.
Somebody, and I'm not saying who, I'm just saying a team out there is going to wind up giving up some draft picks for him eventually.
Yes.
You want to know what?
If you're taking his $16 million salary, you might get a 6-rounder. But these guys don't. They don't get traded for first and second rounders.
Hey, hold on now.
He hasn't played.
Hold on now. Chip Kelly gave up a starting quarterback in the second rounder for Bradford, who hadn't played in 2 years.
Boom.
Somebody's going to be stupid enough to give RG3 some play.
Dallas.
The entire season,
The Raiders.
Bradford was progressing as a quarterback. Bradford just got hurt. When Bradford played, Bradford was progressing as a quarterback.
Yeah, but he never took a team to a playoff like RG3 has.
But what I'm saying is, he was healthy and playing. Whenever Bradford was healthy and playing, he was productive. RG3 was not productive all the time that he was playing. That's a difference. The only question on Bradford was he just kept tearing his ACL. That's the only question you had on Bradford. Bradford was a good quarterback. He just kept getting hurt.
His arm is garbage.
I don't think his arm is garbage. I think he's skittish. He hasn't played football in 2 years.
He does look skittish.
And he's
He looked like a
behind him.
little boy. He looked like a little boy the other day.
Listen, as a quarterback, and I wish Raph was on here, when you walk up behind an offensive line and you know that they can't block, that doesn't help you anyway. Now you're just trying to get rid of the ball. It does nothing for your confidence. They can't stop a blitz. His running backs can't pick up the blitz because they're trying to pick up a guy that's been beat by the guard, that the guard's been beaten by.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck Bradford. Fuck the Eagles. Y'all, hey, I wish nothing but the worst on y'all.
Oh, fuck you, man.
I can't wait. Are we going to go to a game? Are we going to a game together?
Hey.
I want to. I will come up to Philly for the Eagles game.
You know what happened last time.
I got pictures of the last time.
I ain't broadcast all of them. I ain't put them all up, but maybe we should.
Yeah.
But I'll put some up. I'll put some up tonight.
Hey, only thing I can say, I was glad I was drunk as a skunk
when
that game went down because I was blowed out.
I gotta go because my phone is
Plucking me in the back of the head.
Hey, wait, I gotta go. My phone is dying.
All right, Kelly.
All right, Kelly.
All right.
Later, brother.
All right, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a load of fun. Yo, wait, I got a couple pictures of us like just joking, joking on when we got because we just throwing them touchdowns. And I will say this. I apologize, I apologize, Willie, because when Cruz went down in the corner, I'd already started my little ambulance song. And I didn't know that I didn't know he was hurt that bad.
I don't think anybody knew he was that hurt, man. I just thought he was,
Yeah, no, he was done. They played the shit. I'm gonna tell you how fucking dirty Philly is.
Oh,
they played him getting hurt on the big screen nonstop for 2 minutes in that game. You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember.
I'm not. Yes, they did. They played it non.
They did because
they had that shit on a fucking loop of him going down.
All I remember is seeing everybody praying for him.
They did Michael Irvin the same way.
No, fuck Michael Irvin, though.
Oh, they cheered. Michael Irvin went down. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They cheered like a touchdown. I was listening to the game. I thought we scored a touchdown.
That
was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
God, what was the safety's name that brought him down? What was the safety's name, Dan?
It wasn't Williams.
No, it was
Hopkins.
Terry Hawk. Tim Hawk. Yeah, who was that?
I do not know.
That ain't Will.
Yeah,
No.
ain't me.
Hey, you don't get that option on a frog phone. I don't know who's hitting that buzzer though.
No, well, I do know that when they
listen, that's my phone buzzing with a message from Byron saying that he still can't get on.
I know. I'm trying to get him on.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Tell Byron, mission accomplished.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on, man.
But that's what the
you got him banging on the door like a homeless boy.
Because he was the first one on.
All right, I got another topic for you.
All right, what's up?
Temple football.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
You got the best thing in Philly right now. You got the floor.
Hey, look, like I was telling the guys earlier, I was asked to host a podcast for this magazine called Coach and Player, and we had Brian Randall from Virginia Tech on to talk about Tech. So I wasn't going to let him talk about Tech and how great Tech is without talking about Temple. Look, we're 3-0. This is Temple, so I'm not going to say we're going to run the table like Herb Street said on ESPN. The next big game, we could beat ourselves these next 3 games before we go into Notre Dame. We should win these games. We should go into Notre Dame undefeated. I'm not making no predictions on what happens after that. I just want a bowl bid. Whatever happens, if we somehow beat Notre Dame, I'll take it.
Y'all ain't gonna beat Notre Dame, bro.
Hey, listen, brother. Listen. I don't know if you're gonna beat Notre Dame, but I really, really like your quarterback.
PJ Walker is nice, but you know what?
Moxie.
And he could throw. He can make a lot of those throws.
That's Will's.
It ain't
Oh,
me.
that-
Something with his connection.
No. He can make the throws. He's not consistent yet. I think this is his third year. And I think last year what hurt him is that he was smelling his own shit because he had a good freshman year. And then that second year he kind of struggled.
He might be a pro.
He's going to be a pro. Now, is he going to be
A
first
starter.
rounder? Probably not, but he's going to be a pro. He reminds me a lot of Henry Burris, and Henry Burris played at Temple back in the day. Henry Burris has been playing now almost 20 years in the CFL. We're drafting, not drafting.
Did you say the CFL?
Hey, look, man, it could be worse. It could be worse. It could be the rec league football. But he's like a legend up there.
Yeah, he is.
He's a legend up there. But the thing about the Temple program is that we're recruiting well. We're bringing in some good players. I mean, we're never going to get – it's going to be a while before we start getting any 4 stars or anybody at that level. But we're getting good, consistent players because of Matt Rule. I think that the program is going to lock him down because, you know, it seems how even when Al Gordon was there, Al Gordon couldn't win a bowl game, but somehow he got the Miami gig. And then you brought in Adazio, and he won 1 bowl game, and somehow he got Boston College. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some feelers if we continue to do well, but I think Temple's going to lock him down. Our president and our AD came from the Big Ten, so they get it. They know how it is, and they know how the football program should be built because they've been in one.
He ain't going nowhere as long as he got that quarterback.
No. And
He'll be there as long as that quarterback is there. He'll be there.
He'll be smart. And the difference now is that we have leadership in the president's office who actually gets a football program. The last 2 presidents after Leo Corus could give 2 shits about the football program. We almost lost the program under
Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne. Hey, shoot Brent an invite, bro. He said he just messaged me telling me he's sitting there waiting.
Who?
Brent Joaquin.
He didn't say he wasn't to get on. He said he was watching baseball.
I'm looking at his shit right now. He just sent me a message like, "Yo, how come I ain't get an invite?"
Come on,
he got it.
Come on, man. Ernie, we got Ernie on here. You got to get Bert.
So, long story short, we got a good program. I like the way we're going. We got to keep it up. I just need us to win at least 7 games to get us in the bowl. I'll take whatever happens after that. And then we'll see where we go, man. We just got to keep recruiting and bringing on the right players, man. And then, you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, I know we got aspirations outside of getting into the AAC. I mean, we'll see what happens, but you got to have a consistent program to do that. They're talking about building a stadium, too, on campus. I'm not really a fan of that. Well, they bought William Penn High, so that's probably one location they could think about. They might have to, you know, there's some open space. They could do it, but I'd rather stay at the Link, to be honest with you, because folks are going to come. If we win, they're going to come because Philly's a bandwagon.
Yeah, no matter where they are, they're going to come.
Yeah, I say they just buy Girard College and put the stadium right there.
Hey, there you go. That'll help.
Fellas, we got the man, the myth, the legend right here with us now.
Who that?
The #1 Mets fan in the world.
You know it.
Oh,
He still playing baseball? Hey, yo, real quick, I just want to shout out to the Phillies fans. Thank you, Philly, for taking the Mets magic number down to 2. Mets is up 12-0, bottom of the 8th, so it's getting ready to go down to magic number 1.
But
oh, Lord have mercy.
Who hit the inside the park grand slam, man?
Yo, I've been watching baseball every day of my life since I was a kid. I ain't never seen no shit like this except in Little League.
The Phillies will make shit up.
That shit.
Who's the best baseball team in New York right now?
Well, hey, yo, I'm not going to go after my boys, man. You're not going to pin me in no corner like that.
Fuck him.
You see, I'm listening. I'm listening.
I know we ain't going to go out like that. Hey, but all kidding aside, I'm pulling for the Yanks because I want to see the Mets and Yankees do another Subway Series, you know. So I'm pulling for them, actually.
Yeah, we like them. We like those.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy to see that the Nationals are folding heavily
Yes.
because
Yes.
I hate
Yes.
Papelbon.
Papelbon. Yes,
is a
that
cancer.
dickhead.
He just got suspended for 3 games. Not that it means a fuck, but he just got suspended.
Baseball.
Oh, that's good for him.
And he's appealing it, but he went for the dude's head. He's a dickhead. He was a
Fuck
dickhead
him.
with us,
Fuck him.
and he's going to be a dickhead with them.
Wayne, I always said if he couldn't hang it, if he had to get kicked out of that wild ass Boston Red Sox locker room, it's a problem.
Yeah.
There's nothing but crazies up there. So that
And
means he's utterly nuts.
any team that's eating chicken wings during the game, gotta be crazy, man.
Yo, can we talk about this Jets-Eagles game that's getting ready to come up? I know I might have missed a little bit, but did I miss that part?
Go ahead,
We covered it, man. But go ahead, tell us your thoughts,
Go ahead.
man.
Hey, go balls deep on him too, bro.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. It's fine.
That defense, yo.
The
2
defense-
yards, you get them 2 yards your boy got last week. That's probably 2 more yards than he gonna get this week.
Now, Brett, you know you're going to get it if they lose.
Yo,
You know that you're going to get it.
that meme about the Pope having more rushing yards getting off the plane had me in fucking.
Oh, they've been going on. They've been going on, man.
I was crying.
The trolls have gone crazy on my page. Some of them is on this podcast right now, and I can't say nothing because I'm
Eagle
trolling
fans are more
myself.
my
I'm
week,
trolling
man.
myself.
I just come up with stuff all day, all the time for the Eagles fans this week. Like, I just can't help it. It's just calling me.
Yo, it's gonna be a great Sunday. I'm gonna be on the texting and on the page and all of that. But our offense, it looks okay, But I gotta tell you, man, I see some problems with that. I mean, Fitzpatrick is good, but now they're saying that Geno is cleared. But I like to break his fucking jaw again.
So
They cleared Geno?
Yeah, bro, he's cleared for football. He's cleared for all football activities now.
And
Red
then
shirt.
they gave him a bouquet of flowers and said Fitzpatrick is cool as long as we're all right with we're running with Fitzpatrick. So
I tell you what,
that was fucked up.
though. I tell you what, if they do beat the Eagles Sunday, I can't see them bringing in Geno Smith to play.
That's a good argument.
I can't.
Well, Geno won't play unless Ryan Fitzpatrick at some point reverts back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Geno's going to sit. And as
hold up a second. Yeah, but hold up a second. Not that I'm a Geno fan, but I'm being devil's advocate right now. Geno was your starter until his jaw got broke, so he didn't lose his performance. All right, he lost the spot because he was talking to the wrong cat.
I was just saying.
But the team doesn't rally around Geno. Much like in Washington, the big issue is the team hasn't rallied around RG3. Yeah. They don't like Geno, it seems, in New York. So that even though Geno was the starter, are they going to play the same way for Geno as they play for Fitzpatrick?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know.
So I don't know. Geno has to sit, be good, watch what's going on, and if Ryan Fitzpatrick at some point say if the Jets end up being like 3-5,
oh, somebody
Jets are like 3-5,
got a laser beam going.
Then okay, but until that point, Ryan Fitzpatrick is your guy.
Well, for this week, definitely. This week, I mean, Fitzpatrick is your cat. He's got to come in there and play this game. But when Geno gets back out there and starts practicing again, Bowles is going to have to make he's either going to have to say, well, now
I think it's simple. I think between his average to mediocre play last year and his inability to get everybody to gel together as a cohesive unit, really I'm saying he's being an asshole. I don't think Geno gets the job back.
Right.
That's honestly what I think.
Man. I started this as saying devil's advocate. I don't want to see him back because I've never liked the cat from day one. Never. So, I mean, I would rather and I know you're going to rake me over the coals, but I'd rather have Mark Sanchez's ass back than fucking Gino, because at least Sanchez is a mature cat that keeps his mouth shut and is probably not going to get fucking punched in his mouth in the locker room.
Yeah,
Right.
hey, Philly would like that too.
Shit. I tell you what, though. I bet you
Sanchez is not going nowhere. Sanchez is not going nowhere, because if Bradford bellies up, he's going to be in there. He'll be in there by game 5 if this
At quarterback,
going on.
Dirty Sanchez.
And why you bullshitting? I wouldn't be surprised if Sanchez is the quarterback next year. If Bradford flame out, we're not.
Reggie barely. Hey, Reggie is going bananas.
And I wish y'all stopped because he's causing feedback.
I know, but
Man,
Reggie
what is that?
I'm trying to get him on.
Yo, he's foaming at the mouth.
That ain't foam, bro.
Hey, hey.
Pause.
Oh, is he in? Oh, he's in. Is he in?
Reggie here?
Reggie.
Not yet. I don't see him.
All right, hold on. Let me try to add him again. Hey, before we bring him in, make sure you look at his Batman video on his page.
I saw it.
Really?
That's a man
Really?
that got
His Batman video.
Yeah.
Speaking of the devil, there you go.
There we go.
Batman.
Cape Crusader.
Yeah. Cape Crusader.
Yep, I'll be that.
What's going on, Red?
Melanie, do you have some chocolate?
Dude, what was up with that?
Hey, y'all seen that YouTube video, Bat Dad?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I just stole the idea.
49ers suck. Beth, plans for the weekend?
What the hell?
Yeah, like that was a nice try, but damn, dude.
Citizen of Gotham. Good, Myron. Are you it?
They should have put in a sound effect behind that joint.
It's a wonder. It's a wonder how they ain't call HR on you, man. All those white people.
Next time.
I cried when you went up behind the one girl and was like, whatever her name was, like Melanie. Go to the car.
Okay, yeah, that was good.
Linda,
To the Batmobile.
do you have
Now.
I need some.
Oh, good Lord.
Who's playing that in the background?
That's me.
It's stupid.
This shit is unnerving.
Ain't it? And you know I'm screen printing the shit out of that, man, just for future reference.
I know. I scared one of my coworkers so bad I didn't put it on there. He jumped.
I'm taking snapshots of this shit while it's playing so I can work with it.
Exactly. So much ammunition.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my God.
Yo, Reg, you caught us right in the middle of doing the analysis of, or recap, I guess, of the Jets for this weekend. So that's pretty much where we were.
All right.
Yeah, everybody, of course the New Yorkers think that the Jets are going to win, and Kelly thinks we're going to go 14-2, and I think that Chip Kelly's an asshole. So, that's pretty much how we summed it up about that game this weekend. And if we go 0-3, it's going to be they might kick the Pope's,
Armageddon.
they're going to kick the Pope's ass if we go 0-3. That's how crazy it is.
Y'all gonna boo the Pope?
Our schedule getting ready to get tough. We got Dallas coming up, then we got to play New York. So there's that game, but there's some tough ones coming up. We got to play New England twice, of course. So we got to get it while we can quick.
Yeah, because AFC East is tough this year, man. Between you got Rex. Rex is going to get those guys up and running, and Miami you know, they're gonna do their thing, and then of course you got the Pats. You know, everybody's on their
And
dick on some more. They're on a mission because you know they feel violated because of the cheating scandal. But
which one?
exactly,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
They're notorious. They deserve all the criticism they get.
Yeah.
The thing that
Wait a
pisses
minute.
me
Everybody
off
else,
is the
everybody
last
else's
season.
cheating ways didn't work, so they wound up being salty and losers, right?
Yeah,
what
there we
happened?
go. There we go.
Here we go.
You know I was gonna say something. I'm gonna leave that alone. And I'm not even a fucking Patriots fan. I'm just trying to be fair. You know what I mean?
Man,
No, you
fuck
try to
Tom.
stir the pot. That's what you be doing.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. I
You
do.
try to raise everybody's blood pressure.
On the highway, 26.
First goddamn blood vessel. The last podcast, I was so fucking wound up about them.
Yeah. You were like Mr. Twiddles, man. You was about to blow a gasket.
Hate.
Oh,
you know the best medicine to that, right? Beat their ass.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the best medicine. Just put them down like a dog. But
Yep.
you know, just do it.
They're
And
playing good twice last year. I mean, they came close to beating that ass, but you know that don't mean shit. But I mean, they're usually playing well, so we'll see what's up.
Hey, so I'm gonna break norm and venture out of the NFC East and off of New York shit for a minute. Are y'all watching Cincinnati right now?
Nah.
not
Are y'all
really.
watching? Are
But I
y'all
know
watching?
they're making noise, but I haven't watched them.
Andy Dalton looks really good.
Yeah. They're looking like they're gonna be a problem. And are you watching Carson Palmer out in Arizona?
Yes. Yes.
Now,
I have Arizona as my defense too.
think about this with Carson Palmer, because everybody's written him off all these years because of, you know, the multiple injuries to his knee, his ACL. You know, think about all the quarterbacks that have had ACL injuries and how many of them have come back and played at a high level, a championship level. There's only one I can think of, and it's that fucking asshole I hate.
It's Brady. Brady.
Right.
Brady is the only one.
Mhm.
But Palmer in Arizona,
He's
with
good.
that offense and that defense, has all the ingredients to repeat what Brady did after his ACL injury.
Yeah, I agree.
They are a problem right now. And if you have Arizona on your schedule, you really need to be concerned about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And Bruce Arians is just a good coach. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a quarterback whisperer, man. I mean, look at the quarterbacks he had under his helm. He had a Big Ben when he was with the Steelers. He had Luck when they first brought Luck in.
But see, again, you can't look. You just mentioned two guys that had talent and can play.
Right.
Luck is a baller. Ben, goofy is a motherfucker, but he can ball.
Yep.
Carson Palmer's a Heisman Trophy winner, man. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker can play. He's just had, you know, some stumbles with injuries and what have you. And, you know, I've always been on that wagon with him. I've always thought he was a better quarterback than people gave him credit for. And I'm just happy to see this might be out of pocket because I'm cheering for somebody on another team, but I want to see him succeed, man, just because of all the naysayers. And I don't want Brady to be the only one to be able to recover from a fucking ACL to win the title.
Yeah.
That's really that's 99% of it.
But Willie, what are you gonna do if God forbid, the Patriots win again? What are you gonna do? What bridge are you gonna go to?
It's not gonna happen, bro.
Put a balloon under there.
If I gotta put some crack hose on that motherfucker the night before the game.
Look at Reggie Bailey's eyes when he just asked that question.
Listen, when it
When I
comes
think
to the
of Reg, when
Patriots,
you mention the Patriots,
anybody-
Reg starts acting like, remember John Witherspoon when he was on Martin as the uncle talking about his missing eye?
Yeah.
Going crazy. That's Reg. Reg cannot.
That's like Mo and Larry the Cheese. Mo and Larry the Cheese.
put it this way, man. Anybody that looks at what the Patriots have done objectively can see with their own two eyes that they're cheaters. I mean, it goes without saying. So I can't stand that team, man.
And Q Dan. Q Dan.
And listen, my brother Brian is in that same place. We can't even at family functions we cannot even bring up the Patriots because he's going to go in and then I'm gonna go in. But I'm just saying it from a football fan perspective. Beat them if you do that.
I agree.
I'm not going to argue, but so much. But I hear what you're saying, Reg. It's just no one's cheated more than the Broncos. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Patriots got the Jaguars Sunday, so we all know what's going to happen in that game.
Yeah. Brady will get 6 more touchdowns.
Yep. Yo, but listen, one thing I always say, regardless of all of that, he still has to go out there and play.
Yep.
What bothers people a lot is usually when people get cut, usually there's somebody that comes and they just start beating them head, and it's a trend, and everybody just comes down the road and does it. And
somebody got a Bengal tiger behind them or something.
Who can really do it is the Giants. But it's only when the money's on the line. But for the whole year, the Patriots are still the Patriots, and people hate that. They hate it. And not because Brady is smug, but why wouldn't you be? Everybody wants you to fail.
Somebody dogging me.
Somebody in a
somebody's in a cage with a tiger or some shit, a bear or some shit.
That's Django, man. That's Django. That's Django wrestling with my foot.
God damn.
Okay. Just so we know what's going on.
Your foot in bacon grease?
Right.
He got his dog sucking his toes and shit.
And y'all enjoying that shit too. Oh yeah,
That's why
Lord have mercy.
That's why he's breathing all hard and shit. What the hell?
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. All right, guys, let's close this out. We got any closing remarks?
Nope. Just keep your food handy because I'm going to be all day.
God hates the Eagles.
Where the hell is Kelly at?
Kelly was in.
He's mixing his Metamucil cocktail.
Okay. Hey, too bad Kelly ain't here because I got my friends with me right here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Kelly a part-time Uber driver.
Oh, Reg got the Beagles out.
The comeback season will begin tomorrow.
All right, well, I'm gonna close this out.
Let's just think we'll pull it out. Good luck anyway. Right. Good luck anyway.
I'm gonna close this out by saying fuck Chip Kelly, and he better fix this, or his ass is gonna be in trouble in Philly, and he's gonna be mud. He's already cold tight to me. So
what you doing, bro?
Yeah, you got to let him finish feeding Fido, cause Lord.
You got some steak wrapped around your ankles or what?
This is what we do at night.
He's feeding them prisoners. That's what he's doing. Motherfuckers ain't acting right. He's just feeding the prisoners to them. All right, you guys have a good one.
All right, I'm gonna shut it down, y'all. Thanks, everybody.
Take care.
Later, man.
Peace out.
Go Eagles.
Rue.